There's nothing I can do about the humming in the background. That's, what do you call it? Construction going on. So, Wonder Woman 1984. I actually watched this on December 27th. I didn't bother doing a movie review for it. Because, well, no one really cares about my reviews anyways. Figured why not end off 2020 properly. I don't know. I'm sitting here by myself at work. So, Wonder Woman 1984, what was my thoughts on it? Well, for no spoiler review, meh, it's fine. I give it a C. I put on the same quality as, like, most of the MCU films. It's better than Birds of Prey. Okay, that was your non-spoiler one. 3, 2, 1. So, the reason why a lot of people are mad at this movie is for 2 reasons. Actually 3 reasons, sorry. Number 1, a little too campy. Yes, it goes back to how comic movies were made in the 80s and 90s, you know. Comical, not taking itself seriously. 2, they are angry because it has no big action scene at the end. A thing that a lot of people were complaining about, you know. No sky beam in the sky coming down and a big epic battle at the end to end the movie off. People are complaining about it now. It's like with The Incredible Hulk, people complained for years about how every movie's exactly the same. They get one and they don't like it. They get one that doesn't have an origin, that's not an origin story. Everyone's complaining about Marvel films with, every movie is an origin one, and they're all the same, and blah, 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 yada, 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 and we're whiny old bitches. And then they get one and they don't like it. Because the Hulk just brushed over the origin story in the opening credits. Because they figured, well, how much do you need to know? Yeah, gamma poison, boom. They're going to talk about it during the movie. You don't actually need to hear the dialogue of what happened and how you had to run away. This one, well, you know, when you're dealing with a villain as a Ginie, how is she going to finish it besides just making a wish? And true, she did not make a wish to finish it. The guy just decided to throw his power away because he heard his kid screaming or something like that. As I said, I give it a C personally. It's like, I'd probably never watch this one again. But then again, I would never watch something like Civil War again. I would never watch Iron Man 3. I would never watch Birds of Prey. I would never watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or Infinity War or Endgame or any of these other movies that come out recently. It's like, it's better than Justice League, this movie. Alright? And it's better than Birds of Prey. Suicide Squad is better than this one, though. Camp 3. The ones who are focusing on the fact that it has a pretty strong feminist agenda into it. I will admit that. But it's not strong enough for me to care about it. So it's not that strong. It's kind of like, oh, I see what they did there. Whatever. That's stupid. Continue. It's not a stop the movie, oh god, it's so horrible, I gotta go online and make a rant, and all that shit. No. It's just, oh, well, that's stupid, whatever. Continue. Don't even pause the film, just your brain gets pulled out of the film for a couple seconds, oh, that's stupid, pulled back in. That's the amount of feminist cringe in there that I can see. Because I can see what they're doing, you know, men are stupid, women are good. But then the woman that gets the power that she has also turns evil and doesn't want to give it up. So, and yeah, I can see how they're trying to make fun of Trump and that. Yeah, he's easy target. It's not that hard to make fun of him. I don't care what side of political side you're on. He's an easy target. It's just cheap comedy. It's like what Jim Carrey says. Not Jim Carrey. Norm Macdonald. He's easy pickings. It's not that hard to make fun of him. Considering a lot of people hate his guts and a lot of people just don't like him, you're gonna get a laugh no matter what you do. You can make the worst joke possible. If it's at his expense, people are gonna laugh. So, Yeah, they turned Maxwell Lord into a Trump acolyte or whatever. And whatever. So at the end, it kind of ruins it. So what you're saying is he's a villain, but he loves his son, so he's not that bad of a guy. He just wanted too much power in business. So it's a kind of a cross message there. And there's another camp of people who are pissed. It doesn't count as like a major one, because this also counts towards the ones that are against the feminist one, because in this movie, Steve takes over some random guy's body that his soul's put into it through magic. And the funny part is, they pretend it's going to be like Quantum Leap, where if you look in the mirror, only Diana can see Steve's aura, and in the mirror, and everybody else is going to see some other guy. If you look at the part where he's touching the plane that's going to be invisible, you see Chris Pines' reflection. You do not see, quote, handsome guy. He doesn't even get a freaking name. As I said, I'd probably never watch it again. If the Steelbook was really nice, I'd probably get it. But it's probably going to look like these, so nah. That'd be like a really nice one for me to want to get it. Because, like, I skipped, Birds of Prey, so it's not like no longer I have a complete collection, so I have to have it. I like John Williams' score. The costumes were fine. The CGI was a little bad, but the thing is, they dumped the visual effects team that was working on Man of Steel, BVS, the original Wonder Woman movie, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Snyder's version, not the other one, and they've been using these new people. And they obviously didn't know what they were doing, and it did look a little bad with the bright colors in that. Not horrible enough for me to care about it, but bad enough. I didn't really care that much for the female villain, Cheetah. You know, she's human for like 90% of the movie, and then she's kitty cat. She turns into like a kitty cat villain, or Cheetah, sorry, towards the end. So not that much of a cheetah, even when she's supposed to be I think she's supposed to be from a race of cat people. But don't quote me on that. The only thing I know about her really is that she's just Wonder Woman's villain, and she was in the cartoons. That's it. Maxwell Lord, I thought they actually made up for the movie, but apparently he's been around for a while, and he was on Smallville. I found that out. And he was supposed to have his neck snapped like Zod did in Man of Steel, but since that's how they ended his story in the comics, but since Superman did that to Zod and everybody got pissed off at it, obviously Wonder Woman's not going to do that. And another funny thing I noticed, there's a guy on here called Professor Geek, which I used to listen to. He used to have nice videos, but he keeps harping on the same shit over and over and over again, so I just unsubbed. His critique of the original Wonder Woman is that he hates her. He hates the original movie because it turned her into a badass with a sword and a shield. You're not supposed to be a warrior. She's supposed to be the feminine mystique or whatever. And here she got rid of her sword and whatever. I'm pretty positive he's going to be bitching about this movie because of the feminist aspect. So he's another person you can't make happy. And the funny thing is, the thing everybody missed about the first one, I didn't like that. I didn't like the final fight scene. I thought that instead of having some surprise twist ending where Hades is actually not Hades, whoever the fuck it is, the God of War has actually been on their side for a little while, it should have stayed the Nazi. Or, like my idea that I had, they should have put Wonder Woman in World War I and had it be set at Christmas time, so that when Diana started passing out, she thought it was the Christmas truce, and everybody could say, hey, Diana, it's, you done it, you did it, you beat him, there's peace, and then she wakes up, and the war's back on, or the war has ended, or whatever, and it continued after she passed out, because, no, men are just that bad. And Steve could have stayed around, but but then she would have had to grow old with him, or he would have grown old and she wouldn't have, and that would have been awkward. So it might have worked, it might not. It would have been a cute little sentiment about, you know, using actual history, but then people probably wouldn't have liked it. Because there still would have been a big battle. You still would have had Wonder Woman versus the Nazi guy, but the Nazi guy would have been the god instead of, you know, the overpowered guy who was on the good side. Because, let's face it, he wasn't working with the Nazis, so how bad could he have been? So, that's it. I think I'll probably get, like, maybe, at most, 20 views. Probably, like, at least 1 dislike, and maybe 2 or 3 upvotes. Sorry about the humming. As I said, construction's going on outside, and hey, Happy New Year.